Hey gang, I have Luscious from the Alchemist. They're your British style Imperial Stout. So I think the reason they call us a British style is because when it first came out, it was back when Americans were making their Imperial Stouts packed full of American hops, really bitter, piney, maybe even citrusy. But I had this beer once, had a taste of it a couple years ago, and I really liked it. And it was like sweet, full-bodied, thick, really chocolatey. I really liked it, so I finally got cans and bought a bunch because I knew that I was a fan of it. It's 9.2%, and I don't know when this was released. Sometime this fall. It's still very fresh, I'm sure. Um, and now, like, saying British style is kind of confusing because this is the style thing that's popular in America, making these sweeter, full-bodied, less bitter stouts. We'll see if that's what it is now. I gave a little bit to my girlfriend before my review. And when I poured that, I could sort of see through it, but it is very, very, very dark, and has a really, really nice head. I mean, it looks a lot like Double Shot from Treehouse, honestly. Treehouse, their beers create these nice, thick, great heads, and so does Alchemist. They both really care about appearance and, lots of aspects of beers that other breweries overlook, but that just looks very, very nice. And I'm not getting any light through it at all anywhere. Very, very dark. And there's no lactose or anything in this, to my knowledge. They would definitely tell you. I don't know when this first came out, but they've been doing it for a while, sporadically. Head looks, really nice. Some big soapy bubbles, little ones. And there's a little bit of a hop aroma in there, probably because this is really fresh. But otherwise, it smells lots of mocha, coffee, chocolate. It's sweet, but also really deep, kind of molasses malt almost. It stops short of licoricey, and it's got some char. Probably more roasty than your average Treehouse Stout. Yeah, when you really inhale, it's like I get kind of a piney thing, just a little bit of that, but like a French or Italian roast coffee, but a really good smelling one that's a little bit fruity still, not all char. And maybe a little bit of smokiness. I kind of doubt they use smoked malt. But it's really nice that I can tell it's super sweet, malt forward stout, but then there's a little bit of hop in there. Really nice mouthfeel. It's at 9.2. It's not going to be that gigantic mouthfeel that people expect from the pastry stouts these days. But it is a huge mouthfeel for 9.2. It's close to what like Old Rasputin is, but I'm sure this is way thicker. It's not quite as thick and syrupy as Treehouse, like Double Shot, but it's around there. It's somewhere in between. Not in between. It's like if there's Old Rasputin and there's Treehouse Stouts, it's way closer. But I still definitely get a little more bitterness and hop character. Not much bitterness from one sip, and the finish has some nice like wood smoke in it. And not ultra thick. It's not a diabetes shake or anything like that. But it does a really good job of getting some hop bitterness and char, but then lots and lots of sweet. Super dark roast coffee, dark chocolate. And like I said, sometimes these really hoppy dark beers can be kind of licoricey or maybe anisey. This has maybe hints of that, but it doesn't get there, and it's very, very far from soy sauce, which is what people use to describe some really, really gigantic dark stouts. We got a little bit of legs on here, and the head's finally dying down, but I'm sure that if I swirl it around, pretty nice head forms again. Yeah, I feel like there aren't too many stouts out there right now. Like if they're gonna go for the sweet thing, which this is mostly is, then a lot of brewers aren't even using real hops. They're using hop extract, and they're throwing much other stuff in here. This is just a really good, I don't know, old-fashioned British stout or something. I don't really know. It's hard to categorize it these days because most people read British Stout and Imperial Stout and be confused. I guess if you like a little bit of that sweet pastry type thing, but you don't want something that sweet and thick and rich, go for this one. It has a depth of malt character too. Definitely a lot of different malts happening in here. That's almost molassesy and all that stuff. So I give it a 4.5, maybe more. It's really nice. Don't overlook this one. Alchemist does some really good dark beers. Goodbye.